Alright, everybody. Part 4 of how to make a recycled notebook, or a notebook from recycling your paper. I realized that it might be handy at this stage to show you what the end product of a notebook for me can look like. So here is the front. It's actually a picture this way around. You know, because you can play with that. But the notebook in itself opens this way, and then this is where you write, and this is where you tear off your pages, right? So, and then you have the next page. So, and then there's the back. So I thought that was nice, bit of freedom that I came across, and that got incorporated into this simple little notebook, and this vintage postcard also got its little life here. Now there's many ways, of course, that you can make these covers. I also do a lot back home with the bookbinders linen that you see the book cover are covered with, you know, and that can be very nice to make these kind of hinges kind of a thing. And here, at a lack of having that kind of linen here, I just do it all with the paper, which is fine too. It just works pretty good and makes a nice final result. So that's one, and here's another one where you see where I got a little bit more out of hand and playful on the back. This is just some papers of some, what was it, bamboo thingies that we bought. What was it? Bamboo. Help plant a tree with bamboo. Anyway, so, you know, just interesting bits of paper. And it's just, you can just recycle anything you like. And so again here, this is the way that it opens and closes. So I'm going to show you in this little video how we do that. Okay, so as a preparation, this is the kind of board that I use. I'm sure it has all official names. I don't know those words. May get to know them if I'm going to get into all this video making. But it's just, you know, I use boxes that they send packages in, or boxes at the grocery store, or whatever kind of boxes that are tissue boxes is that kind of material. Here I have a box that I could also use. This kind of cardboard with the little ribbles in it is also all possible. This is a piece of cardboard that already has like that hinge kind of function in it. Oh, there it is. It was a cutting board, a bamboo cutting board. There you go. So all of that. Anyway, so here is the notepad that we had. As far the clips have come off, the top is glued. It's good. I don't need to do another round. This is sufficient for me. So here is just the notebook. Boink, there you have it. And now I want its wrapping, so to speak. So just before I got into filming this, I drew out the lines that I need. So how I do that, very simply, I just put the thing on the notepad on the cardboard, and I put a line around it. That gives me the size of the back. This part comes on the back, so it is sturdy when you write on it. It doesn't bend all over the place. And then this part here is going to be the hinge over the top of the notebook. So you see I have an extra line there, and I'm going to hinge that. And this is already drawn out for the next notebook. So I'm going to be cutting on this line. I'm going to separate those two out. Get two notebook covers out of this little piece of cardboard. So I'll first cut that out. Do that quickly here. Let's see. And get there you go. You can see it's a really sharp knife. And here along this line also, we do another cut. And I don't work very neurotically precise because it's fun to also explore when the things are not exactly the right size and how can I do and what can I do, and then it becomes also visible that it's not a notepad that comes out of a factory. So I like that the most. So here is the backy, you see, and my notebook just fits on it perfectly. Now this line, this first line here, that's going to be the top of my hinge here, I don't want to cut that because then I just only have a piece of cardboard on the back. So I want to make a little mark in there. What I use for that is the back of this knife. So that corner, so it doesn't cut. You could even use this metal ruler and then against another ruler. Do I have another ruler here? I don't think. But, you know, have two rulers, let the metal thing come down, and so that you do not cut that first line. So I'll do that. Let's see, we have it here. There, it's getting a little bit shady in the room. Okay, so with the back of the knife, over it once, over it twice, and that should be sufficient. And then you can gently bend it. You see? So here you have, it's bent. There's a word for that. Of course, I don't know that. I could look it up. Maybe somebody can post it for me. Then we know the word. Well, you see, you have a little hinge. Of course, that doesn't have an everlasting life. But hey, you know, we recycle. So if it falls off, we repair or recycle or make a new one. And I do the same with the second line. There you go. So I go on it one time, go on the second time, and that should be sufficient to give it the folding. So now we have the little cover, you see? Put the notebook in, and it fits beautifully. Simple, simple. Okay, so what happens now is the back gets glued to the back of the paper package, so to the last piece of paper, it gets glued, and this is where the extra gluing on the sides comes in handy, because otherwise just the back page would drop off and you'd not have your cover anymore. Now this is a weak spot in this construction of this notebook, so I'm discovering and finding ways of how I can make that stronger. And then on the that's the only place that gets glued. So what I'll show you, just put the glue on here now. This is actually, you know, bookbinder's glue. If you search on that kind of glue, then you can't go very far wrong there, because there's all kinds of glues in that arena, so to speak. And the reason that I don't use school glue or glue or I don't know what kind of glue is that, you know, it either ribbles paper or it starts to bend. So this bookbinder's glue is really made for paper to glue very strongly and firmly on paper. So that's the reason that I go for that. And then we put the notebook on the cardboard. And then it's ready for pressing. So what I do with this is I put it under a big pack of books. I always have a stack of books lying around. Let's see, here's an example of a heavy book. It's an old calendar. You know, one of those day-by-day calendars. Beautiful, heavy paper. Don't throw things like this away. You have a book press with this. And I have a couple of books there underneath the iPhone that I'm filming with. So that after I've switched off this little video, they're going to come on top of here. And then the whole thingy can harden and dry out. So then you have your cover, and then what happens after that, and I will show you a little bit more, is of course very simple, that the postcard that I want on the front, or the whatever front or cover I want to make, can be glued on this small part, and I can actually also do that in one go. Sometimes do it in different stages, but for now I just wanted to really show you how this back cover moves and flips over into the piece that we can glue on for the front cover. Okay, see you in the next round.